directly relates to pilot skill in flying, I believe, in my opinion. You'll never see a pilot that is an amazing pilot that's bad at ground handling. Never. I've never seen one. Every pilot that's an amazing pilot, free flying or paramotoring, he's also really good at ground handling. I'm trying to get the view here. So that's why I think ground handling practice is so important. All right, so there's 3 basic ways to control a paraglider or a paramotor wing. One is pretty self-explanatory, through the brake toggles. The second way to control a paraglider is through weight shift. And that's like pulling one carabiner down or the other carabiner down. That's what weight shift does. Pulls half the wing down, the other half of the wing down. The third way is when you're on the ground handling is through your movement by walking left or right, forwards or backwards. All right, so a lot of beginners I see making the same mistake of trying to control the wing just through the brake toggles. And it's understandable because when you're learning, you have so much going on at the same time. It's hard to focus on everything at the same time. But most beginners, the wing is on the ground. They inflate the wing. It comes up, and they just stand here, and they're pulling brake, and then they end up just stalling the wing because there's not enough wind speed, or they get drugged because there's too much wind speed, and they're trying to control it with just pulling the brake toggles only. So the way to be good at ground handling and paramotoring on the ground handling, is to use all 3 control methods to control the wing. The wind direction shifts left and right, obviously. You can watch a windsock, the wind will change, 30 degrees left or right. So what you have to do is move your body left and right to keep the wind directly into your back and blowing directly into the center of your wing. If it's not, if you're offset, you'll see that your wing is laying on the ground at an angle like this. Let me show you. You can see here that the wing is pretty much level. Let's get it laid out, all right? All right, so I've built a wall. If you don't know what that means, then you should do some more reading, watch more videos. All right, so I've built a wall. I can tell the wind is directly down the center line of my back and through the center of the wing because the top of the wing is level. If I was offset, now you can see that that side is higher than that side, so I need to step towards the high side. All right, now that side is level. If I was off this way, same thing, that side's high. A lot of beginners, they don't know these details yet. They come out here to try and practice ground handling and kiting. They lay the wing out like this and they pull the A's. Right now, if I pull the A's, this side is going to come straight up. The wing will be at a 45-degree angle. There's no saving it at that point, and it's just going to fall over. Watch. I grab my A's, pull, boom, straight up to that side. Now I grabbed that brake toggle really quick and saved it, but that was just an example to show you. Now look, I pull the A on the side that's lower, kite the wing. So when you're inflating your wing, you practice ground handling. You can do this. If one side starts coming up faster than the other, pull more A on that low side, and you'll keep the wing level as it comes up. But like I said earlier, it's a combination of all 3 to be good at ground handling. All right, so see how I'm walking in the direction of the low side? Wing starts going this way. I'm going to turn my hips that direction and walk that direction. Let's bring the wing back to the left. Wing comes down. Grab the A's again and control it. Keep it level with the A's while you pull it back up. All right, the wing starts coming left. Turn my hips that way, walk that way, and pull a little bit of brake. Wing starts going right. pull only the opposite brake, walk that way, and turn my hips that way. By turning your hips that way, what you're doing is you're controlling the weight shift. Weight shift control like this. You see the wing flexing. That's what turning your hips is doing. All right, and then moving that direction also keeps the wing on the center line of the wind. If you're doing just one of these control methods, you won't have good luck with ground handling. It's a combination of all three. The next thing to practice, if you want to be good at paragliding and paramotoring, is the forward kiting. So you need to turn around, face this direction, and kite. And do this for hours. Hours and hours and hours. All this practice, forward kiting and winds like this, translates directly to being good at forward launches with a paramotor. Because you can save it if the wing comes up crooked like that. Let's do it again. Something that took me a while to figure out, because I taught myself, is you can also use your body weight and your movement. There's not enough wind right now. But if the wing starts to fall backwards, you need to walk backwards away from it, or walk forwards away from it, and squat down. By squatting down, you put more weight on the wing. You tension the lines, and it'll bring the wing forward again. Yep, so when you're learning, try to practice staying directly under the wing. I see beginners, mistake they'll make is they'll wait till the wing gets this far over, and then they start pulling this brake. By that time, it's too late. You have to focus on the wing center line compared to where you are, and as soon as the wing is an inch off, you need to be making that corrective input. So I'm looking at the center line of the wing compared to where I'm at, and I'm trying to stay directly underneath it by moving, turning my hips, and with the brakes, all three. Trying to get in front of the camera here. All right. Staying directly into the center line. See, it moved off by just a hair, and I already started pulling that brake. Wing starts going down, so I walk backwards, and it comes back up. I check the surge with a little bit of both brakes. Still standing underneath the center line with the wing. Another thing a lot of people will tell beginners is don't look up. I look left and right at the wingtip. And at first you'll be like, well, I can't tell what the wing's doing by looking at the wingtip. You won't be able to day one. But day 15 of doing this, you will. You'll be able to tell exactly where the wing is in relation to your body by looking at the wingtip. When you're forward kiting like this, another thing that helps is to squat some. If you squat some and then a gust comes and you get extra lift, you let that lift up by just raising your legs. And you can kind of give the wing some suspension so it doesn't surge so much. You control the surges with your body weight up and down instead of the wing having to pitch forward and aft to absorb those wind gusts. Same thing here. So if I'm doing a forward launch with a paramotor wing and the wing is off to my left like this, I'm going to lean right and run left while pulling right brake. Same thing here. I'm going to lean. I'm leaning to pull this right riser down. Now I'm leaning left to pull the left riser down. And just a touch of brake. Practicing ground handling like this will make your life so much easier when you're trying to learn to paramotor. Because just buying a paramotor and wing and going out to a field and trying to launch, you will fail and fail and fail and fail. You might get up a couple of times, but you won't have that muscle memory built in to how to control the wing on the ground, to keep it over your head while you're doing your takeoff run. Even when it's windy, practice your forward launches like this. And just walk forward, feeling the wing, step in the right directions. You'll build that muscle memory in. And then when you clip in with a 50-pound motor on your back, it'll make your life so much easier. All right, the wing's going to go to my left. I'm going to walk left, pull right. The wing goes to my right. I'm going to walk right, pull left. Cobra launches also will improve your skills drastically. Practice this. Come out to the field, set the wing down on this side, turn your forward body into the wind. That pulls weight shift into the risers to help bring the wing back over your head. Turn my hips into the wind, and I just pull the top brake. You need a good amount of wind speed to do this. Keep my body in the wind, pull the top brake. As the wing comes over to the other side, I'm going to turn my hips into the wind again and pull the top brake on the wing. Kite the wing that way. Now watch this. If I walk backwards to the wind, I lower the angle of attack and the wing loses lift. If you walk into the wind, you raise the angle of attack, the wing makes more lift and it'll bring it up. So you're doing a Cobra launch like this. I want to bring my wing up. I grab the A and the top brake line. That's all I need. I step into the wind with my hips facing into the wind. I pull a little bit of A. I lost my wind speed now. But you pull your A and that brake together with my hips into the wind is weight shifting. And the wing will come up. The wing's going right, I'm going to walk right, pull left. Wing's going left, I'm going to walk left, pull right. Wing's going right, walk right, pull left. Wing's going left, I'm going to walk left, pull right. Also, you'll notice I turn my body in the direction that I'm walking. That induces weight shift. So if I'm walking left, I'm turning my hips left. If I'm walking right, pulling with the left brake and walking right and turning my hips to the right. That pulls this top riser down and helps bring the paraglider back. At any moment, if I start getting picked up and dragged, I'm ready. My method of killing the wing is I follow the brake lines up to the pulleys on the D risers, and I'll grab them and pull them down like this. Follow them up, boom, kill the wing. And that just takes practice. Hope you guys learned something from that. If you want more tips and tricks, videos on kiting, flying, anything, let me know. And I'll try to make a video on it.